Subscribe to me, Devil Hunter XYZ. Hey guys, this is part 6 of my pros and cons, and in this video we're going to be focusing on the support strike package. Well, the first point streak is the UAV, and just like the one in the Assault and Strike package, it just allows you to see enemies. And I guess the pro and cons are pretty much the same as the ones in the Assault. So there's really not much to really say about this. Well, the next one is counter UAV, and this one it allows you to jam enemy radar. And I guess the pros of this, well, I guess it'd be good for trying to maintain cover. I guess it could be useful for like stealthy situations. And I guess the only con I could really see is just if the enemies use the counter UAV, yeah, it just makes it a lot harder for you to track down enemies. Alright, the next one is the Samturn, and with this one, you just call in an auto turret that shoots down enemy air support. And the pros of this, it's able to actually take down most enemy point streaks pretty easily, and I don't think the rockets really have any limits, so I guess they just keep repeatedly shooting. A couple of cons, however, sometimes it can't seem to target far away point streaks, unfortunately, and also it can be easily seen on the UAV. So sometimes the enemies are just gonna try to go up and destroy the thing. Alright, the next one is the Ballistic Vest. And this one's kind of like a temporary Juggernaut. Pretty much when you wear it, you actually have increased health. And I guess the pro of this, well, you just get like more health than usual. And I guess another one would probably be is depending on what mode, like core or hardcore, you can actually get a higher amount of extra health. And also, teammates can repeatedly wear the vest. The only con I can really see it is if you're just going against people who have ballistic vests, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder to somewhat take them down, as well, you had to put more shots into them. The next point streak is the Recon Drone, and with this interesting point streak, yeah, calling a mini chopper that can fly around the entire map and actually tag enemies. And when they tag, they can actually be seen on the UAV. I guess the pro of this, you can actually tag like a whole group of enemies and see them on the UAV. I guess another pro would be it's actually useful for trying to see enemies who have assassin, as This is one of the few things, one of the few things that assassin people can't avoid. And also, if the chopper is near them, it kind of acts as like a jammer for their radar. I guess the only con is pretty much just gotta if the enemies have the recon drone, just gotta watch out, as they most likely can tag you and you'll be spotted by an enemy UAV. Alright, the EMP does exactly the same thing like in Modern Warfare 2. It pretty much jams all enemy electronics. Pretty much, and it also destroys all their point streaks. I guess the pro of this, it's useful for trying to take down multiple point streaks at once, because there are times where the enemies have helicopters and payloads and whatnot. And I guess also, I guess it could somewhat be used as like a stealth point streak as well, since they won't be able to see anything. And of course, with the cons, well, if you get hit with the EMP, you have nothing. I mean, there's no crosshair, no HUD or anything. And also, I guess the initial flash when you set off the EMP may kind of somewhat distract you a little bit, kind of throws off your gaming. And I guess one of the bigger ones is one of the bigger cons is, since it's a support, it can pretty much be easily obtained by pretty much anyone. So more likely they're going to be using that point streak. Alright, with the airdrop trap, you just call in a fake care package, and when enemies come nearby and try to recover it, it actually sets off an explosion. I guess the pro of this, well, it kind of, I guess it's useful for trying to take down enemies, kind of stealth-like. And I guess another pro is it can actually take down multiple enemies with this blast radius. And I guess the only con is it can be easily seen if it's a trap, if they have sit rep. And also, I guess people just kind of are aware if it's a trap, if no one really comes to claim the package. Well, the next one is the Revolt Century, and with this one, it's kind of like the Sentry gun, but you just manually control the gun yourself. And I guess pretty much it just have like a giant sentry that just shoots out at enemies, and you can actually zoom in if you need to. Of course, I guess the pro of this, there's no reloading, so you can just repeatedly keep firing at enemies. I guess another pro is because it's in a thermal setting, it can actually be easier to see enemies. I guess the only con I can really see is I guess it'd be harder to see enemies if they do have assassin, and also it still can be easily destroyed by just knifing the sentry. Okay, so the next one is the Juggernaut Recon. This one, you call in a recon like the assault strike package, but in this case, the Juggernaut that you get only has a riot shield and a USP. And then I guess the pros, I guess this would be more of a defensive point streak, as because with the riot shield and because it's a Juggernaut, pretty much survive a lot of heavy gunfire. And I guess another pro is it can actually the Juggernaut actually has a an ability to actually see enemies nearby. It kind of acts like a portable radar in itself. The cons, however, I guess you just gotta watch out for being grouped up together. Because most likely just enemies are going to team up and start shooting at you. And I guess the other con is you don't really have much to really defend yourself. I mean, it's just a riot shield and a handgun. Alright, so the next point streak is the advanced UAV, and with this one, it acts like a regular UAV, but it actually shows you the direction that the enemies are facing. And I guess the pros of this, it kind of gives you a better heads up on how the enemies are situated on the map. And I guess the only con is it can be easily destroyed by a stinger, and also it still won't be able to let you see enemies who have assassin, unfortunately. Alright, so the next one is a stealth bomber, and with this one you're just calling a airstrike attack that is undetected by enemy radar. I guess the pros of this, it's kind of considered a ideal stealth point streak as it cannot be seen on radar, obviously, and also it has a wide explosion range, so you can cover uh, a great area of the map. And I guess the only con is it kind of takes some time before it actually strikes an area, so it kind of gives the enemies heads up that the strike is coming. Alright, and the last one is the Escort Airdrop. And with this one, you pretty much drop the canister, and then the giant gunship will come out and delivers care packages. And also at the same time, we'll actually shoot enemies who try to get near the care packages. Kind of a little bit similar to the Osprey Gunner. I guess the pros of this, it actually can deliver a lot of the packages, and I guess if you can get lucky, you can get some pretty decent point streaks. And I guess another pro, I guess this point streak kind of acts offensively and defensively at the same time, in a way, as it will give you packages for your own defense, and also the gunship will actually shoot at enemies. I guess the cons, however, if enemies have blind eye, they can avoid being shot and just go out and steal the care packages. And also, it takes a long time for the gunship to even come out to deliver the packages, so more likely the enemies are bound to just destroy the airship with missiles before it even gets there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll get the next part out soon. So keep an eye out.